Hey, what's going on, students? Let's do the justified Junebug. Use the x values to calculate the y values for the given quadratic function. So we have 5 inputs. So x values are also known as inputs because they go in to a function, and then the y values are the outputs. So I'm going to draw the first one by hand, and then I'm going to use a calculator. So here we go. So if you wanted to plug in a -2, the number one rule I always follow is that when I plug numbers in, I use brackets. This helps me not make mistakes when I plug in negative numbers. Because remember, there is a difference. If you do -2 squared versus, VS, there we go, versus -2 in brackets squared, you're going to get different numbers. This is the correct way. Don't do it that way. Here we go. So I got 4 times -2 in brackets squared minus 5 times -2 in brackets, just because it's a good habit, plus 19. When I calculate all that noise, I get a 45. Okay, how do I know? Because I calculated it off screen using a Desmos calculator. Let me show you. Let me drag it over right there. Here we go. So you can see right there, I calculated 4 times -2 squared minus 5 times -2 plus 19. Now the beautiful thing about, is it the exact same? Yeah, it is. Now the beautiful thing about the online Desmos calculator is that I can copy and I can paste and I can do it again with the next value. So I take out a -2 and I put in a -1. This same skill is possible in most calculators. You can do the exact same thing, or you can copy it in the screen and just put the next input in. So if I put in a -1, I get a 28. I'm going to go ahead and do all of them, and then I'll fill the table out after I get them all filled in. Now the next one I really don't need any formula for, because if I plug in a 0, I should get the y-intercept. I should get a 19. Ready? There you go. Look at that. Basically, when you plug in the 0 for both x values, everything goes away. All right. So let's copy, paste. Now I got to plug in a 1. Super slick to use this Desmos calculator. Paste, put in a 2. There we go. All right. So let's see here. We would have a 28. I'm going to write that down on a piece of paper because I can't go back and forth too fast between the screens. A 19, an 18, and a 25. All right, cool. There you go. 5 inputs, and then that leads to 5 outputs. So when we plugged in a -1, I believe we got a 28. All right, cool. When we plugged in a 0, we got the y-intercept 19. That's kind of an easy one. Every time you plug in 0, it should be boom, automatic y-intercept. That's where x equals 0. Okay. Plugged in a 1, we got an 18. And then we plugged in a 2, and we got a 25. Look at that. All right, cool. All right, that's it. 5 inputs, 5 outputs. Ooh, there are some bonus questions. Does this equation open up or down? Let's see here. It looks like the numbers are getting larger away from the middle. So the looks like the vertex is somewhere around in this area, but it looks like the numbers are getting larger. So I think this one's definitely open up. Or a value. Look at that. If it's positive, it's going to open up. Remember that? There you go. So this one's definitely going to open up. Gave myself no space to type the word up. What is the y-intercept? Oh, you already got that. That's when you plug in 0. So y equals 19 is going to be my y-intercept. So answering basic questions about tables, quadratics, input, outputs, everybody wins. You got this, students. See you in class.